Hi, selamat datang. That means welcome in Malay. In our previous Final Cut Pro 10 video editing tutorial, we learned how to format our hard disk for video editing use. We also learned how to create our first library. We learned how to import our clips into an event, which is basically a folder. So in today's tutorial, we'll learn how to start editing our videos. But to do that, we'll have to create a new project. So I'll move down over here to click on the new project icon. Okay, I will name my project my first. Okay, next, I can choose what is the final output of my video by clicking on custom. If I'm a veteran video editor, I will know what video format I have shot on. I will know which camera and what to do over here. So if I shot in 4K, I can start editing in 4K. If I shot in 1080p, I could start editing in 1080p. However, if you're not sure, you can always click on set based on first video clip. So I'll choose that for now and I'll click OK. Alright, look at this. Down here, you have a timeline or a project. Now in this project, you have a darker area and a brighter, lighter gray area. Now this darker area is a primary storyline. This is where you can insert your videos in and your music and your additional clips can fall off to the top or bottom. If you notice over here, if you've used video editing softwares before, there are no buttons here to let you create new tracks. Now Final Cut Pro will automatically detect whether you're inserting a music track or a video clip, or if you're inserting a title. It will automatically detect that and it will create the tracks automatically for you. This is such a cool feature in Final Cut Pro 10 and you don't need to worry about all this. So to start inserting a video clip onto the timeline, what I'll do is I move over to a clip. Now in this next step, this is called marking your clips. So to mark a clip, what does that mean? Look at this clip. This clip is 6 minutes long. I'm not going to insert the entire clip into a timeline. It'll probably just bore people. What I want to do is to highlight which part of the clip I'd like to insert into my timeline. Now, if you notice, whenever my mouse goes over to a video, it will automatically turn into this thin red line. This is a skimmer. I don't have to click my mouse to be able to play or to browse through. Automatically, Final Cut Pro will detect it. So let's say I like this part of the clip. I'll click it once. You notice now there is a thin white line. That is my playhead. I will park my playhead there. And then I'll just come over to my viewer window over here and press play. I can press the play button again to pause it. Maybe I don't like that area, so I'll just skim over to, let's say, oh, that was nice. Okay, over here. I'll click here and maybe I like this area. So I'll press I to set my in point. Notice the yellow outline around here. Okay, next I'll need to play it. And I pause it. Okay, that's fine. This is where I like to set my out point. So I'll press O. And if you notice over here, I've already got an area that I have selected. So now I will insert it into my timeline by going over to one of these buttons here. Now this button is very important. This is to insert the clip into the primary storyline. So I will click on this button. Look at that. I've got a clip over here. I will park my playhead all the way at the beginning by moving my skimmer all the way to the front, beginning there, and then I'll click to park it there. Now, next I'll have to select another clip so that I can insert into the timeline next to the first clip. Alright, let's have a look at this clip. I'll click on this. Let's play it from here. No, I'll scrub even more further down and I'll click and play, pressing the spacebar. Oh, that looks good, so I'll rewind a little bit. I'll click and then I'll set my in point here by pressing I and then I'll play it again. No, I want my drone to be already going forward, so that's not an ideal place. So I'll just play it, and I will press I on the go. I'll press I to set my in point on the go. So over, as it's moving here, I'll press I. And where should I end it? Maybe over here. I'll press my space bar, and then I'll press O to end. Okay, I've set my out point already. Now I will insert it into my timeline. But you see, if I were to insert it into my timeline now, it will insert it at the beginning, because that is where my playhead already is. So if I were to click on my clip here and insert it by pressing W, it will already insert at the front. Now what if my playhead is in the middle? For some reason, if my playhead is in the middle of a clip and I were to insert this clip, my second clip in by pressing W, it should insert it into the primary storyline, but where? You see, it split the clip into two. Look at that. To fit this clip in, it will split the first clip into two if I press W. So, to insert my second clip in, or every other subsequent clip, it's better for me to click on this button, which is to append the clip to the end, which means whatever clip I'm going to insert, it will disregard where my playhead is. And then it will just insert the new clip all the way at the end. There you go. Okay, now the third video clip. Okay, the third video clip, where do I want to select? Now let's have a look. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. Okay, into the sunrise, or rather into the sunset. Okay, I'll press I here, and I'll press my spacebar to play. That looks good. And then I'll press O on the go without having to pause. I'll press O. Okay, now if my playhead is somewhere over here or over here, but this clip I want to insert at the end, I shouldn't be pressing W. Again, I'm repeating this instruction because Final Cut Pro has a really cool button here that disregards where my playhead is. It will just insert the new clip into the end of this entire video. So I'll press E or append. I can drag my playhead all the way to the beginning to play it back, or I can press my home key or function left arrow, and then I can play by pressing the spacebar. Oh, wait a minute. The rotor sound, the propeller sound is really irritating. So I want this all to disappear. So one way is to drag the volumes down like this. Drag the volumes down. See? No more annoying propeller sounds. The other way of doing it is, if I were to undo everything, the other way of doing it is to select the clips that are affected, which I don't want the audio to be there, and I go over to my inspector. This is my inspector tab. Normally, the video would be selected, but I'll click on my audio button here because I want to go to the channel configuration and click away the audios and click away the audio tracks. So over here now, my audio disappears, but I can have them back whenever I want. There you go, the audio is back. So I will take them out, send my playhead to the front by pressing function left arrow, and I'll play it back. That's all the time we have for today's lesson. In our next tutorial, I'll show you how to add music to your videos, and I'll also teach you how to organize your clips with keyword collections. See you soon!